Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another weather breakdown, okay? So today we're going to be taking a look at some upcoming storms that really need discussed, alright? And we're going to be taking a look at what you could be looking at in terms of storms over the next few weeks, how that's going to impact your day-to-day life, and more. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So this is right now, alright? We have some rain and snow in the southwest, some thunderstorm activity here in California near LA, which by the way, the flooding is really starting to pick up in the Los Angeles metro area. We have flood advisories and a bunch of flood watches down in that region, so definitely be on the lookout down there. We go into midnight tonight, we see those thunderstorms continue and the rainy snow mix continue in the Four Corner states. And then after that, we're going to be looking at a huge system to develop here in portions of the Central Plains that could bring rain to lots of the Midwest, alright, as well as more heavy snow and heavy rain happening in the Four Corner states. So look out for that as well. Then we see a bunch of moisture kind of surge up out of Mexico, also form in portions of the Midwest, the Four Corner states, and they all just kind of merge together here, creating tiny little thunderstorm cells across portions of Texas and Oklahoma, alright? But those pop off quickly, alright? This is what we could be looking at on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, you guys, could be looking like this. Now, Christmas Eve is going to be on Sunday here, okay? So on Sunday, we could be looking at a full-scale severe weather outbreak here in portions of Oklahoma, Texas, maybe even southeast Kansas. It's going to be something intense, alright? And the models have been hinting at this for a while, but as we get closer and closer to the date of this happening, confidence rises, alright? And I mean, that continues into Christmas Day even. We're still getting thunderstorms down in portions of the Dixie Alley and a bunch of rain surging across portions of the Midwest. Right? So we go a little bit further out, all right? We go into December 26th. That thunderstorm activity moves off to the east towards the southeastern United States. Maybe some isolated severe weather in South Carolina on the 26th, that being Tuesday. But, I mean, after that, all right, that's going to leave us. But what's next, okay? Well, next is what's really interesting, okay? We get a bit of a calmer period, but then we see another low-pressure system enter portions of California, bringing a heavy snowfall thunderstorm mix, alright? Sometimes this is going to create potential blizzard conditions because of how gusty those winds are going to be, and the fact that there's going to be extremely heavy snowfall across pretty much the entirety of the extreme western United States, alright? It is going to get very intense. Thunderstorms, snow, blizzards, whatever. Ice storm even, all that stuff could be possible in the western United States around the New Year's time, maybe a little before New Year's, but especially in California, you're really going to want to have to look out for that, okay? And then after that, alright, after that, we see another system start to explode here. We see rain in portions of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, as well as the Mississippi Valley. Then we see snow in portions of the Great Plains, the Rockies, Yellowstone National Park, alright? And then that kind of merges together, and we see a huge explosion of a storm once more, alright? We get heavy snowfall in portions of the panhandles of Texas, Oklahoma, as well as Kansas, maybe even Missouri. But also a huge thunderstorm start to explode here, extending from Mississippi all the way back into Ohio, and then we see a huge ice storm potential, alright, extending all the way from Kansas back into Rhode Island, Connecticut, all those areas in New England. Now, you should not take these too seriously. Take this with a grain of salt because we're forecasting 350 hours out. Just at noon today, they were expecting this to be a big storm in Texas, and now they're throwing it across the entirety of the eastern United States. But what the models are saying is that for sure something big is likely going to happen just after New Year's here, likely on January 4th. Whether that be a huge snowstorm, thunderstorm, ice storm, whatever, whether it be in portions of Washington or portions of Florida, it's going to be something massive that is going to happen here. And I mean, that polar vortex activity is really going to continue across portions of Wisconsin, Minnesota. Once again, we could see some blizzard warnings, which would be our first blizzard warnings in the U.S. of 2023 winter time. I guess by that point it'd be 2024, but first blizzard warnings in the U.S. of 2024, if you're not counting Alaska. So it's going to be something intense coming up in early January, and if things do get too bad, I will be going live covering severe weather, heavy snowstorm activity, ice storm activity, whatever. But, yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You've really got to be looking out for this, you guys. And again, don't think that just because you're in Iowa, you're gonna, get all this crazy snow over the entirety of the state. Alright, again, these models are forecasting so far out, it's impossible to predict exactly what's gonna happen, but for the past few days, they have been showing showing some explosion of activity in early January. So I'd just say look out. Generally across the entirety of the eastern United States, we could be looking at severe storms, tornadoes, or we could be looking at the cooler side of this threat, blizzards, Arctic blasts, that kind of stuff. So look out for that. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.